Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Grid Buzz podcast, where we are going to be doing some F1 fashion reviews. We actually got a double header on this episode because we are both catching up on the Imola GP and the F1 movie premiere, which happened last week. I am not a fashion person, so I've brought my fashion expert over here.
I wouldn't say I'm a fashion expert either.
Well,
but
you're a fashion expert today, so... This is my fashion expert. I will just probably have really bad takes throughout this episode, but they will be my takes. And she will probably have slightly better takes, but that is just my guess.
yeah, I mean, Imola isn't the biggest fashion event for F1, but there were definitely some impressive outfits, so I'm excited to get into them.
Yeah, definitely not. We did have to search a little bit for anything, and you will see a lot of people just wearing their driver gear. So maybe not the most interesting fashion review that we will ever do. At least I hope. Hopefully Monaco this weekend, which we will do at the end of the weekend or early next week in post, will probably be a lot better, and we'll have some better commentary on it. But in the spirit of F1 fashion for last weekend, we are still going to roll into it. And so do you want to kick us off with your rating on Kimi Antonelli?
Ooh, okay. He was not that impressive. But he didn't just wear his jersey. Wait, what's it called? Shirt?
Just like his driver gear.
Driver gear.
Polos, I don't know.
I did give him a 5 out of 10. He tried. Okay. He tried. I don't love the fit. I'm not going to lie. However, it might be offensive. I could see wearing something similar, but it wouldn't have been my favorite outfit.
Which is exactly why, and I will go into this in a little bit, I gave this fit an 8 because I don't think it's that bad. Of course you think it's bad, but
I gave it a 5, and wait until we get into the rest of the
fits
outfit.
that I wear are 5s.
No, they're not. Okay, I am basing this off of when you go to an event, you're dressing to impress, and a lot of these outfits are just very lackluster, and they're definitely not impressive. And so, on a scale of 1 to 10 of dressing to impress when you're going to a big event, yeah, it's gonna get a 5.
All right, brutal, tough audience out here to start. I gave Kimi's fit an 8 because I think it's kind of sick. I think, I could see this being like a fit that like an NBA or NFL player would wear when they roll up to their games, and they've got style. So like I like the bag in hand, like the strut, like all of it around it, like screams to me like NBA, NFL, like walk up. I think the fit's solid, but the resident fashion expert says it's a 5, which is unfortunate. She also said something that I wear, which means that I'm a 5.
You're not a 5.
So I'm just getting shots taken at me in both of these episodes that we've recorded so far.
Okay,
but yeah,
it's a 5 out of 10 in this instance.
All right. Well,
it would be a great fit for like going to the mall.
Before I get too down on myself for that fit being a 5, Hamilton, what do we think of his fit?
Okay, Hamilton, I gave him a 7 out of 10, actually. I feel like he's like historically been a pretty fashionable person when it comes to dressing for F1 events, though. Yeah, I mean, he didn't just wear a normal, yes, he has like a Ferrari shirt on, but I feel like with the pants and the shoes and just everything about it, I gave him a 7.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't really follow the fashion that closely, but I do think that Hamilton was the person that kind of started F1 fashion in a way, or pulling up to GPs like wearing cool fits, and then other drivers kind of started following suit. That's obviously existed in other sports like football, basketball, soccer, all of that, but I don't think it was really there for F1 until he kind of started pushing it for the drivers, and then obviously it blew up for other reasons outside the drivers like years later. But I I could be wrong here, but I do think that he was kind of the trendsetter. I know that a couple weeks ago, when the FIA banned jewelry in the car, he showed up to a race with like 10 watches on and like 4 necklaces is kind of like a joking protest to that. But we actually agree here because I did rate Hamilton a 7 on this fit. You will see later in the episode, most of the drivers who have showed up in just kind of their team gear, I rated much lower. But because Hamilton's showing up in Ferrari gear to the Imola GP home race, and you know, kind of the jeans and the shoes and everything that he's got with it, like I do think that there is a bit of style here, and showing up in a Ferrari fit to the Imola GP, like you get a pass for that in my opinion. So yeah, I will give Hamilton a 7 as well.
Yeah, definitely spruced it up a bit. All right.
Colapinto, what do you think about this fit?
Gave it a 2 out of 10. And honestly, the only reason he got a 2 is because he is wearing trendy cargo pants. And that's it.
All
Everything
right.
about this fit, though, I hate.
I gave Colapinto a 3 for this fit. I think I could be wrong, but this might be my lowest of the driver fits.
What?
Yeah,
Okay. That's interesting.
I guess we will dig into that later. But I gave him a 3. Yeah, I just don't like it.
Yeah, I
don't think there's. I mean,
Sorry.
it's fine. Like, you're rolling up in your team gear. Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with rolling up in your team gear. I want to be clear on that. But if we're doing fashion ratings, like, this is a 3.
It's a 2 in my book.
All right, it's a 2. I'm fine with a 2.
Okay, moving on to Lando. Okay, I gave him an 8.5 out of 10. I really like the outfit. I like the hoodie, I like the pants, the shoes, everything. I think the hoodie's pretty sick, actually. Like, I kind of want to buy one for you. The watch, yeah, I like it.
I do like this fit. Like, and I would also wear something like this as well. But I didn't like it as much as Antonelli's fit. I gave Antonelli an 8. I gave Lando a 7 for this. I still like it. I like it. I would rock this for sure. But yeah, in my opinion, it's a 7. I think it's good, but I don't think it's anything that kind of like pops out necessarily. I don't know. That's just my take.
Friendly disagreement. Okay. All right. Carlos. I mean, it's kind of hard when you're standing right next to someone who's dressed pretty well when you're walking into the event. So I did give him a 6 out of 10. He's got normal pants on, which good. But yeah, he's just wearing his boring driving shirt.
I gave him a 5. So higher than Colapinto for sure, even though similar, like wearing his driving shirt. But you know, the Spaniard with kind of the all white from the bottom half down feels very suave Spaniard to me. So I don't know. We're upgrading him a couple points to a 5 for that.
That's good. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he could do better. This next one is painful for me to look at, truly. He gets a 1 out of 10. Like, the Tommy Hilfiger shirt and like those might be like Lululemon joggers or something. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing or why, but you should never wear a fit like that when you're going to an F1 event. It looks like he just rolled out of bed. I don't like it. He got a 1 out of 10.
I gave Oscar a 0 for this fit.
I didn't know 0 was possible. Okay, then yeah, I give him a 0 also. No effort. Definitely not stylish. I hate it.
I gave Oscar a 0, but I love it. So the fit definitely gets a 0. It doesn't warrant anything more than a 0. You honestly...
Well, actually, I feel like the people who didn't even show up should get a 0. He gets at least a 1 for showing up and wearing
that
it.
would be a reference to Max Verstappen, who's the only one that doesn't have a fit photo. So
Yuki also doesn't. have a
Yuki
fit.
doesn't have a fit photo. Okay, so
So
they
what does
get
that say about their
all right,
team?
so they get zeros. I guess Oscar by default gets upgraded to a 1. I still think it's a 0, but we'll give him a 1. But I love it because it's so unbelievably Oscar Piastri. Just his total like cool, nothing phases him. I don't really care about anything. Like vibe that he has, he's a robot. Like he has no emotions. Whenever anyone asks him anything, he's like, "Oh yeah, it was a good drive today." I think I had a good overtake. But yeah, I'll just keep going out there, driving, giving my best effort, and yeah, I'll see you all next week. And he just like leaves it at that. Like every single time. Like the race can go bad. He could outside of like the first race that he ever won, every other race that he's won since then, it's like it's a good drive today. Car was great, and like that's it. Like he just is the epitome of like he doesn't care less than Max Verstappen, and like Max Verstappen not caring, I thought was like a bar that no one would be able to pass, and somehow Oscar Piastri has taken it a step further. So while the fit is like a 0 or default 1, whatever we're calling it, the fact that he showed up in this is just so on brand for him that I actually love it. So
All right. Well, there you
does
have
that
it.
mean it's a 10?
No, not at all. I mean, it is, fashion subjective, so I guess beauty's in the eye of the beholder. But I'm leaving that at a 0/1.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You probably also don't follow the Oscar Piastri demeanor, so you don't respect
No.
you don't respect the level of effort that he has given here.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no. Don't. Okay. Who's next?
George Russell.
Yeah, I gave him a 2 out of 10. The only reason he gets more than a 1 out of 10 is because he's wearing jeans. So he at least kind of tried. But it's not. It's just a plain, boring racing shirt, jeans, like not much going on there. Not my fave.
All right, I'm not a fashion expert, but I'm pretty sure that this one is wrong. he gets a 6. Mercedes.
He's wearing jeans.
So was like a couple of the other people.
And I didn't rate them high either.
Okay, but
it's
like
fashion. I'm sorry. You cannot wear jeans to an event like that.
Hear me out. You just gave him the lowest so far of all of the drivers that have shown up in driver shirts. Yes, he has jeans, but he's got at least.
Yeah, because at least one of them was wearing cargos. George, like you said, he has like the white Rico Suave.
This
guy's like, it's like plain blue jeans and like.
He's got a watch on though. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's like a Rolly. He's got some shades on. Like he's got a Mercedes shirt, which like Mercedes is, I think, widely seen as like the most trendy, fashion forward kind of brand in Formula One, other than like, I mean, maybe you could argue Ferrari just because it's iconic, but like Mercedes does a lot of like collabs with like high fashion brands, and so their stuff is always like.
So you're saying that wearing logos makes you more fashionable? I disagree.
I think so in the context of Mercedes.
Okay, we can agree to disagree on that. I don't think it's anything to write home about. Obviously, you feel differently. So.
All right. Well, I gave him a 6.
All right. Gabriel. Yeah?
Bortoletto, yeah.
All right. I gave him a 3 out of 10. A for effort for not just wearing team's shirt. Still not my style. It's not my vibe. Just like a zip up polo, crew, whatever you call those. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's definitely not my vibe, but I do give him a 3 out of 10 for at least trying to wear something that wouldn't be just the right shirt, I guess, the team shirt.
I gave him a 3 out of 10 as well. I think, though, he's showing up to an F1 race. I think he looks like this looks like a guy that I would see in a bookstore.
No, for sure. He's giving you. He's
He
giving Joe Goldberg for view.
He's giving Joe Goldberg, not I'm about to go around a track at 230 miles an hour in an F1 car vibes.
No, for sure.
So he gets a 3 because yes, while it is a fit, I don't think it's an F1
It's
fit.
it's not an F1 fit at all. You're right. But I'm still giving him a higher score than the others for wearing regular driver shirts.
Fair enough. What are you giving Oliver Behrman in this photo?
What is that? I'm giving him a 2. Is he Canadian? I don't know. What is also like the biking? If you like scroll in, there's like a biker. I don't know what's going on there. I hate it. It looks like it looks like what someone in middle school would wear.
Elementary school, yeah.
Yeah, like
This looks
like graphic tee.
This looks like my mom went to Kmart and picked a shirt off the sale rack and was like, "Isn't this so cute? Canada, eh?"
I hope he's Canadian.
I actually don't know if he's Canadian or not. I don't think he's Canadian. I think he's like.
What's the reference to the biker? Does he do that on the side?
I honestly have no idea. Maybe he's Canadian. I don't really know. I'll have to look that up.
All right.
But this is a confusing fit for me more than the Joe Goldberg I own a bookstore fit. You're wearing, I think that's the Canadian maple leaf on his shirt.
I don't know
unless it's something else, but I'm going to say that that's what that is. To the Imola GP, I'm confused.
Truthfully, I'm confused by a lot of these outfits because they're not making pennies. They can afford stylists who is not doing their job and telling them that they need to be wearing better outfits.
I don't know.
Or are they just ignoring them? Or they just pick and choose when they decide to use that?
I don't really know how the dressing F1 drivers operations go.
They need to take a page out of Lewis's book, I think.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why George's fit you don't like so much. I heard rumors, I don't know if this is true, but that like Lewis used to like low-key decide what him and George would wear. I have no idea if that's true. I heard that on like a podcast like a year ago. I think that he would like plan the Mercedes fits when he was there. That could totally be a lie, but I could also see him doing it. Like it's believable enough.
Maybe Lewis just wants to be on a fashionable team.
Well, he does, like for sure, he does.
Because now he's with Charles, and Charles is pretty fashionable too.
Yeah. Charles has some nice fits, for sure.
Yeah, we'll get into him later. Okay, moving on.
What do we think about Albon?
Yeah, I gave him a 2. I hate boring. I don't hate it. It's just boring.
I gave him a 5.
It's all black, I guess.
It's nothing special, but I feel like for me, if you show up in your driver fit to the race, your baseline is 5. You can go up a little bit for like maybe some accessories, or you can go down a little bit if you wear like stupid pants, like I think Colapintos were. So I think Albon gets no bonus points, no subtraction points. He just gets the baseline 5.
All right. I guess my baseline's just been 2 then.
That's fair enough.
Just like putting in any effort. 0%. You have clothes on, I guess. All right. This next fit. I'm actually really excited about this next fit. Liam Lawson. I gave him a 9 out of 10. I really like this Canadian tuxedo vibe. I'm very into it.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah, jean on jean, denim on denim.
I didn't know that was that was called. See, this is why we have our resident fashion expert here.
I mean, you don't know that. That's like pretty. Everyone knows
I
that.
Literally did not know that.
Everyone knows what a Canadian tuxedo is.
Well, I didn't.
All right. For anyone that doesn't know, a Canadian tuxedo means you're wearing denim on the top, denim on the bottom. And it's usually like similar shades. They're like the same. It's like a set, but like a denim set.
Wow.
Okay. I'm into this fit. I really like it. I think it's a statement. I like kind of the oversized, trendy. I don't know. I'm into it.
I give it a 10. I like it a lot too. I would wear this fit, which it seems like
Yeah.
we're all over the place. Like some of the fits that I would wear are 5, 7s. I guess this one's like a 10. So does that average out to 7.5? I think that's how math works. Yeah, I give it a 10, which is good because this is like, in my opinion, the classic look good, feel good. If you're not performing in the car, which Liam Lawson is not performing in the car at all this season, at least he looks good while not performing in the car. So I think this is like that kind of classic sports thing where like if you're not good, like you should at least look good when you're standing on the sideline. And I think this is Liam Lawson's shot at that. That's my take.
I agree.
Let's move over to the women of F1.
Women of F1. Okay. I mean, it's no secret that the women of F1 are all beautiful, stunning, super fashionable women, but I think that there's some top 3 contenders that we're just going to highlight. And first one being Charles Leclerc's girlfriend, Alex. I feel like she just always is so well dressed. She has a really classy style at every single event. Most of them do. Most of them are very classy. I think that's why I like them so much, is they just know how to look like elegant, and they look expensive. They look like they smell really good. And that's my take on the women of F1. For Alex, sorry. I really did like her Ferrari blazer though, because the blazers are really in. And just the little pop of color with that yellow. Good touch. What about you? What are your thoughts on Alex's fit?
You're not going to give her a 2 for wearing a
No,
driver
all
fit?
these women get 10 out of 10s. These 3 women that we're talking about
So the
today.
drivers can't wear a driver fit, but the women can.
She's wearing a blazer. It's probably like the Ferrari style, Ferrari brand blazer, if I had to assume. I don't know for sure. And what bag is that? I don't know. I can't tell. But like, compare that to the little tight driver shirt that they're all wearing. Like, there's just no comparison. You can't even do different things that we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm messing with you anyway because she gets a 10.
She gets a 10.
She did. I mean, she pulled up once again. Same thing with like Lewis, but this is more stylish. Like, she pulled up to the Imola GP in a Ferrari fit. So like, it's the home GP. Like the Tifosi, they're out everywhere. Ferrari flags waving. Ferrari everywhere. Like Ferrari is just like the brand at that GP. And she showed up in my opinion, which my opinion doesn't mean anything, fashionable Ferrari fit. And so we're giving this a 10.
Yeah, she gets a 10. The next outfit we're looking at, Elena Berri. I just think this outfit is really, really cool. I personally don't think I could ever pull an outfit off. Like, I don't think I could pull an outfit like this off myself. But it's just a really cool outfit. Yeah, she gets a 10 out of 10 for that. Again, I think pulling up to an F1 race, making a statement in something like this, and obviously she's a model, so I'm sure she can just wear things like this and not bat an eye, but love it.
Yeah, I mean, this gives me very like, I'm a fashion model, which
Like,
I'm
cool
pretty
girl.
sure she is.
Cool girl. Like, I'm pretty sure she walks the streets of New York. Like, this is an outfit you'd see in New York.
Yeah, I could see that during
I
the
love
summer when it's not freezing cold.
It might be too hot in the summer. Anyway.
I'm giving it an 8. I think it's good. But I think the bar is, a little bit higher here. Alexandra coming in with just Ferrari drip. I like it. Like it's good, but I think it's an 8. Like I don't really have anything outside of. I think it's just an 8.
Pretty here.
No notes.
That's not what no notes mean.
I know.
You had a lot of notes.
I know.
Okay, last but certainly not least for the women of F1 this week, Kika. I mean, first of all, we have to comment on the fact that the dog is the best accessory. So that just automatically gives her a 10 out of 10. If you have a cute dog as an accessory, that just boosts anything to a perfect score. But I just love this little cohort set that she has on. I think it's super cute. Something that I personally would wear all the time. Like I could see myself wearing this like myself. So I love the style. Super girly, but also super classy, and I love it.
I'm giving this a 9. I don't think it's Alexandra level Ferrari at Imola fit, but I do like the fit. I originally my baseline for this fit was like an 8, similar to the last one, but she gets a +1 for the dog. I think its name is Simba. So Simba gets he gets extra.
Okay. Simba's not wearing any clothes though.
Yeah, but, you know, gets a pass for that. I think.
Okay.
I think that's how that works.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I think that wraps up Imola fashion, right?
Yeah, so that wraps up our Imola fashion review. So now it's into the F1 premiere, where Max Verstappen also gets a 0 for not showing up. So he's
And Yuki.
Yeah, and Yuki. Wait, why is Yuki? I know why Max isn't showing up, but why is Yuki not?
I don't know.
up?
Unless he's just not in any of these photographs. I don't know. I don't know why Yuki wouldn't want to show up to these
Max
things.
is just being Max, and I don't really know what Yuki's doing. But I guess we will start off with both of them are nowhere present in any of these, so 0. But to kick it off, the boy.
Starting it off hot, honestly.
Charles Leclerc, Alexandra.
Yeah. This is like, if I could think of like a couple that I would want to adopt their babies because their babies are going to be perfect, it would be this couple because I feel like they're just a really hot couple. They look really good together. But the point being is both of their outfits, Charles Leclerc's outfit, I did give a 10 out of 10. I think I think it's good. Yeah, I think that it's not, technically like a huge Hollywood premiere, so I wouldn't expect him to be in like a suit and tie and things like that. So I think for the occasion, I think he's dressed really well. And then of course I have to mention his beautiful girlfriend again, Alexandra. Her dress is just everything. It's good. It's really good. Classy, elegant, all the things. Very chic. She looks stunning.
Yeah, and I am giving them a 10 out of 10 as well. I like the fits. They're just kind of rolling up, strutting. I'm also honestly just biased because it's Charles and I'm always going to give him bonus points, but that has nothing to do with the 10 in this case. He just outright deserves the 10. I think some people had some pretty good fits rolling up to the F1 premiere. I am downgrading quite a few people for you can roll up to the race in your driver gear, but rolling up to a movie premiere in your driver gear, you're getting downgraded for that.
That's
I'm sorry.
Bad. That's really bad.
So we will definitely be getting into a few of those as we go later into this episode. But at least Charles didn't do that. He showed up, looks good. 10 out of 10.
All right. George. All right. Yeah, he's wearing his driver shirt. I am giving him a 1.5 out of 10 because at least he's wearing linen pants and not jeans. You can't trust a man who wears jeans to the movies. You can't trust anyone that wears jeans to the movies. That's so uncomfortable.
Pretty sure I've worn jeans to the movies.
Yeah. What does that tell me? Yeah, so I do like the linen pants. Obviously for the occasion I hate this outfit, but 1.5 out of 10 from me.
All right, I'm giving it a 3. I don't think it's great. It's basically the same exact thing that he wore to the Imola GP.
Yeah, except besides he wore white jeans and now at least he's wearing white linen. You're right.
Yeah.
He is wearing the exact same thing.
I think it's the same thing, but we're downgrading him 3 points from the Imola GP for the same fit because you're not in the paddock. You're at a movie premiere. So 3.
Cool. Lewis. Oh, he looks good. I give him a 10 out of 10. It's really hard to rate him low because again, I think he's just super fashionable all the time. But I love that black shirt, the black pants, he's got some nice jewelry on and things like that. I love it. He's got a good fit there.
I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. I like it a lot. I really, really, really do like it. I think, I don't know, like, even though I myself kind of like things that are a little bit more like plain and like solid colors like black or like white, like that's definitely my style personally. But I think for Lewis, maybe I'm holding a bit of a higher bar here because I think of like Yuki if he even looked good in something like this. But
What?
I think if another
No.
driver like showed up in a fit like this, I might give him like a 10. But because it's like Lewis and I just like expect.
Oh, I thought you said you could see Yuki
No,
wearing
I'm
something like this.
saying
Oh,
like
okay.
yeah, like if another driver showed up in this, like I'd probably be like 10. But because it's Lewis and because like I don't know, I just feel like the bar is higher. Like the fit is sick, but I'm just gonna give it like a 9.
That's fair. Next one is.
I also think Carlos Sainz is wearing the exact same
He
thing.
is. Did they just go straight from the race to the premiere? Like I'm confused.
Yeah.
Because yeah, a lot of them are wearing the exact same outfits that I'm pretty sure they showed up to the Imola media day in. So this is disappointing. He gets a 1 for obvious reasons. I don't think I had to dig into it anymore.
Yeah, he gets a 3. Same thing. Getting downgraded. I don't have much to say other than like these guys make like millions of dollars. In the case of like Carlos Sainz, I think it's like in the tens of millions of dollars, even at Williams. I know it was at Ferrari. Do you not have more than one set of clothes?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can afford a stylist. They literally just tell you wear this and you do it.
Yeah. I'm a bit confused here.
I'm
not
a bit
gonna
confused.
lie. I'm a bit confused on some of these.
Yeah.
All right,
we can
next
probably blow
one.
through the next couple of these because it's going to be pretty similar. Also, like, this is not anything. It's the same thing.
I'm actually giving this a 1, even though it's a driver fit, because
He looks like he is part of the pit crew.
yeah, like I'm giving this a 1, even though it's a driver fit, and I think I'm giving everybody else in a driver fit like 3, because Liam Lawson showed up to the Imola GP in what I now know is a Canadian tux drip, and then he shows up to a movie premiere in a racing shirt, and the Racing Bulls racing shirt also kind of like, it doesn't even look like a racing shirt to me. It looks like the people that you see on like Sunday mornings riding 3 wide in the driver lane on their little bicycles on their Sunday rides. Like this looks like a cycling fit, which like it's not his fault that his team's fit it looks like a cycling fit, but like you decided to wear a team fit to a movie premiere that looks like a cycling fit. 1.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Especially after actually showing up to the race and like drip a few days prior, and you're like, okay, like now I'm just gonna not care.
Yeah.
Like you said, I think we can blow through some of these. Lando, like same thing, also showed up to the Imola GP. You rated him a bit higher than me, but like had a good fit, racing fit to the premiere, so he also gets a 1.
Yep.
Fernando Alonso.
To me, he just kind of looks like this is like a dad fit, like what a dad who's like, yeah, I think this looks nice. Like we're going to like a cheesecake factory, like elevated, but like not at the same time. It just isn't. Yeah, I think that's kind of what vibe I'm getting from is.
That's a pretty solid description.
So in turn, I give it a 3 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 4 because at least it's not a driver fit. He is the oldest driver on the grid in his 40s, so it is fitting that he
Checks out.
decided to wear a dad fit. Because this definitely gives me like I'm going to like some middle tier restaurant at the beach with my family,
Yeah.
and I just stopped at like a Quicksilver or like a Volcom, and like I picked out this like shirt that I saw kids at my son's high school wearing, and I think it's really cool because of that.
Yeah.
That's what this fit is giving me.
It is. 100%.
Down to like I think these are like the Oakley shades too. Yeah, like even like the Oakley shades.
Yeah. It looks like he's like, I'm trying to keep up with the cool kids that are younger than me, but I like can't.
Yeah.
Yes.
It looks like he's in some,
and he's probably wearing like Converse or something.
Yeah, looks like he's in some like surf skate-esque attire at an F1 movie premiere. So 4 because he's not in a driver fit, but not a great fit. Kimi Antonelli. Kimi.
Kimi. This outfit just makes me laugh because the first thing that I noticed when I saw what he was wearing was the whale tail choker necklace. Okay.
I didn't even notice that.
It just it takes me back to like being in a 2010 Hollister when all the boys had like a shark tooth or like a type of necklace like that, like the shell necklace, just like choker,
a little puka
shell necklace. Like that's what this is giving right now, is a 2010 like Hollister boy vibe. So yeah, other than that, not a great fit. Yeah, he gets a 1 out of 10.
I originally gave this a 3 because it was a driver fit, but after the call out of the whale tail choker, which as soon as I saw that, I was thinking Abercrombie in my head, but
Abercrombie, Hollister,
yeah,
same
Hollister,
thing.
like, yeah, sorry, Kimi, you're getting downgraded, bud. What is that?
Hate to say it. Okay, yeah, another dad fit, like. And this looks like a golf fit. This doesn't even look like a driver fit to me. Like, it looks like he's going to a golf course.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like, and the jeans, the blue jeans there, again, diabolical for you to wear those kinds of blue jeans to the movie theater. You are going to be so uncomfortable. His girlfriend or wife or whoever she is looks amazing. The fact that he's wearing literal blue jeans and is standing next to her, like, he should be embarrassed. He should be embarrassed.
Yeah. This looks like kind of like a mechanic fit to me, honestly. Which is, I guess, like kind of fitting because F1, but like, yeah, this looks like not the driver of the car, but the dude who's like working on the car for the driver of the car. I'm downgrading him from basically everybody else other than Kimi because of his little whale choker. Gets like a 3 as a baseline for showing up to the F1 premiere in like your driver gear. He gets downgraded to a 2 because he doesn't even look like a driver. He looks like a mechanic, and like his wife, girlfriend, whatever the association is there, like dressed up, and he still decided to like walk out like looking like a mechanic. So you get -1 Esteban Ocon.
Yeah, I don't know if I gave a rating, but my rating was a 1 out of 10 for that. For sure. His wife, girlfriend gets a 10 out of 10. She looks so good. All right. I think he's wearing the same outfit.
Gabriel Bortoletto. It's a little different. It's a little different. It's similar vibe.
Goldberg,
it's similar
vibes. Like, he's about to go to the bookstore after that. Again, for the F1 like movie premiere, it's not it. I did give him a 3 out of 10 because I think he's trying. I think he really is trying hard. I think that's just his style, though.
Definitely has to be his style, given this has been twice in a row, but it will be confirmed after the Monaco GP if he shows up.
He's also diabolical for the blue jeans.
Yeah, if he shows up in the Goldberg fit at the Monaco GP, then we know that it's his style. I am actually upgrading him. So all of the other drivers I downgraded for wearing the same fit at the GP as this. I am upgrading because even though I still think he looks like he's a librarian, Joe Goldberg bookstore type fit, this also like is what I imagine 90% of the people who go to like some artsy like film festival look like. Like I just feel like they all
like
look
an indie film festival.
like I feel like if I
Indie,
walked
yeah.
into like an indie film festival, like 90% of the people at that indie film festival would look like exactly like this guy.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So he's getting upgraded to a 6 because he looks like he attends cinema, and he is attending a cinema. So it's an on
But
brand.
he's not attending like a Cannes movie festival.
It doesn't matter. It's cinema.
Okay.
He's getting if it was like Cannes or whatever, like then maybe it's like a 9. But
no. If he was going to Cannes, he would be wearing like a Tom Ford.
I have no idea what I'm
tuxedo.
saying, to be honest.
Like I can't Cannes.
No.
Okay, separate topic. Separate topic there.
But anyway, he does look like he's a connoisseur of cinema, so he gets a 6.
Oh goodness. Okay, and then rounding this out, who's this guy again?
Alex Albon.
Yeah, that's a bad fit.
Also,
is he wearing sweatpants?
I also think he is in the same exact fit
Yeah.
from the Imola GP.
That's why I skipped over him, because I'm like, I'm pretty sure I already did him. I'm pretty sure that we already rated his outfit because he's looking the exact same.
We technically did, but for a different event.
Yeah, I can't even give a 1, like less than a 1, a 0.5. Is he wearing? I don't know what he's wearing for pants. Hire a stylist.
All right. So the resident fashion expert takeaway from the F1 premiere is that these drivers who are making millions, sometimes tens of millions of dollars a year, need to hire a stylist. Yeah. And coming from the person who knows next to nothing about fashion, I actually agree.
Just go walk around to Zara for 5 minutes and you'll find something.
That's actually pretty brutal to say that a Zara fit could be better than this.
Than the driver's shirt?
No, I mean, I don't disagree, but like that's a low bar for someone like that.
For a movie premiere, okay, at least go walk into Zara for like showing up to the race. Like maybe go to like a Nordstrom or like a
little Nordstrom rack.
No, just go. I mean, yeah, actually, that works too. A Nordstrom rack. Go into a Bloomingdale's. Like, those are all over the place. Go into a Saks. You can afford it. Go find the first shirt that you see. It's okay.
I mean, they probably don't even have to, like, pay for clothes. Like, they could just do, like, an influencer deal. Like, hey, I'm a driver, and I'm going to show up to the F1 paddock. And probably every brand in the world would be like, wear my stuff. And they decide... Or like F1 premiere and they decide, yeah, like driver fit.
Yeah, I think.
And not just driver fit, but like the exact same driver fit that I wore 3 days ago at the race.
They also just have these teams around them. Who's telling them that it's okay? Like some of these girlfriends that are allowing, okay.
Yeah,
look,
like
Albon. You can't control it.
Albon has a girlfriend, so she let him walk outside like that.
And to not be like, hey, babe, you would look so good if you wore this instead of what you're wearing now. What do you think about changing? Like, you just have that many yes people around you?
Probably. Some instances.
Anyway. I'm disappointed with the looks, for the most part, coming out of both of these events.
You heard it from the resident fashion expert rounding out our episode.
Not the girlies, though. The girlies came and showed up, as we always do.
The girly pop showed up, of course. had to slide that one in.
Yeah.
We're rounding out the episode for the week. Stay tuned for some episodes dropping over the next few days with our Monaco predictions, Monaco race review, Monaco fashion review, which should be...
That one's going to be so good.
Pretty good. That's going to be top 2, probably top 1 of the season, I would imagine, of Monaco. Miami is
a pretty good.
Miami, but Miami's a pretty good one. I'm
I'm excited for Monaco.
I don't know. To be honest, I actually don't know what's going to beat Monaco out. So that should be a pretty action-packed episode if you can refer to fashion as action. But in the context of F1, I think you can. So we are taking it, and we will see you on the next episode. Later.
Bye.